Hello, 11 subscribers. Welcome to my super ghetto setup. Today I'm going to be talking about my latest obsession. The last thing I binge watched. It's a Korean drama known as Oh My Ghost or Oh My Ghostess. There's a few different countries with a few different shows called Oh My Ghost, but this is the one that's on Netflix under Oh My Ghost. It's a very unique premise. It's a very interesting love triangle story. For the sake of not disrespecting anybody's culture or embarrassing myself, I'm probably going to refer to the characters by their character archetypes, and I'm probably going to refer to their actors by their initials. Uh, so, there we go. It is about a ghost who died a virgin and is convinced that she has to seduce a man so that she can move on to the next life. She just has to find the right man because for most men, even kissing somebody possessed by a ghost is going to make you feel sick or do serious harm to you. Moving on. Enter the right man. This guy right here, the old jerk face chef. He's got a little more layers to that, but in the beginning, that's pretty much all you know, is that he's a jerk. And we have his prep cook slash dishwasher, Bong Soon, aka the Shy Girl. And she is secretly in love with him. I mean, you probably saw that coming. But she's just terminally shy. And so basically what happens is she ends up possessing her and trying to seduce him. And before we go into spoilers, I'll just say one more thing. It is very interesting how these things are produced, as in other nations' dramas, because they have, if a concept has a finite number of episodes, they don't try to stretch it on too long. Though there is a thing that happens later that made me wish that there was like 100 more episodes. And they also do a really good job of setting things up and paying off almost everything they set up. And where the drama comes in is the fact that, unlike a TV show like Teen Angel, you're going to have to look that one up, where one of the protagonists is dead. They don't kind of skim over it and just have fun with the premise. The inherent tragedy in the premise is also kind of a downer, as it probably should be, because it leads to a lot of interesting story beats. So, the acting in this is phenomenal. Park Bo Young, she has to act like a shy girl, and she also has to act like a very lascivious ghost. And SK over here, she has to act very randy, but she also has to have like a sweeter side. And as she falls in love, she actually starts developing the romance part of it instead of just being like a walking anime cliche. I think another thing that's nice about this show is there's a lot of reasonable reactions to things, and like nothing. There's a lot of misunderstandings, but they clear them up fairly quickly. I'm gonna skim past the opportunity to bash on like the middle seasons of Supernatural. That's gonna so this is probably like, to me, this is like a tier one drama. It's one of my favorite. I binged it over 2 days while being bedridden with pain from a bulging disc in my neck. Another story entirely. And I really liked it. So, tier one, A plus, and that's going to be it for spoiler free. And I will get into spoilers right at 4:30 now. So the thing that I wish that the thing that's nice is that because the ghost is at heart a kind person, eventually her and the shy girl bond, and they realize their common goal. Like, the shy girl wants to get closer to the chef, but she's too shy. The ghost wants to ascend from the mortal plane, so she got to get it, according to her. And the thing that I wish I could see 100 more episodes of that I mentioned previously was there's a moment when they become friends. They decide to be like a team to try to achieve their respective goals, and it's always a good sign of the show when you want more. And that dynamic, I really could have watched a lot more episodes. I could have spent a lot more time on there without me feeling like it had dragged out, because those two have a fantastic chemistry together. And the last spoiler tip I will say is, wasn't really expecting the show to have a villain. I mean, because I just looked at the premise and thought, all right, love triangle with a ghost. Let's see where this goes. It does have a villain, and he is like that. He does a fantastic job of going from the friendliest dude in the world to there is nothing behind this guy's eyes. I should never be alone with him. And also, even if I have other people around me, I'd rather he be locked up and about 1,000 miles away from me, 300 feet below sea level, in a bank vault. So, good props to J.I. right there. And yep, go ahead and give this one a try. And before I go, I will just go ahead and shame the Wikipedia for having SK right there being listed like 4th or 5th in the cast list. She's like one of the top 3 ingredients of the show. And I really appreciate the evolution of the dynamic to where you can actually see those actresses interact with each other, and you could see both of them on screen. And she got more screen time because she's also fantastic, and so is this. And that is 7 minutes. Goodbye.